In the name of Allah, most beneficent, most merciful. All praise is due to Allah. We praise Him, we seek His aid, and we ask for His forgiveness. Dear students, I would like to welcome you today in my third lecture, Introduction to Linguistics. Today, we have several points to be discussed. The first one is methodology. What is methodology? Number 2 is phonemes. 3 is phones and allophones, minimal pairs and sets, syllables, consonant clusters, assimilation and elision. We'll start with phonology. Literally, this term means phone as a sound, the sound, and logy. We have two parts. We have the root, that is phone, which means sound, and logy, which means study of, the science of study of. This term means the study of sound, and it is also the description of the systems and patterns of speech sounds in a language. Here we study English language. Phonemes are meaningful sounds. If one sound is used instead of the other in a word, the meaning here will be changed. For example, we have the sound f and v. Now, if we replace, instead of saying fat, this phoneme f, if this phoneme is replaced by v, the meaning here of fat will be changed into that. One more example. Let us say that we have hat. If I replace this sound, h sound, by mat, if I replace h into n, the meaning of this word also will change. So phonemes are meaningful sounds. If one sound is used instead of another one, the meaning of the word will be also changed. Now here we have different sounds. It is one phoneme, one sound with two letters. For example, the sound k, as in cat, can be written as a letter C, and in bike it is written here as K. So we have two letters, but the sound is one, the phoneme is one. Now if I replace the sound k, not the letter, if I replace cat, the sound k with here this sound k, not the letter K. I'm not replacing here. I'm not switching between C in cat and K in bike. I'm replacing here, I'm shifting sounds k and k. The meaning will be the same. Cat, the first letter is k, and bike, the third letter as a sound is k. So here, these two letters, these two sounds are the same. It's only one phoneme with two different letters, C and K. One more example. We have two letters together, and the result is only one phoneme. Now, TH two letters together, and the result is only this sound, this phoneme, a meaningful sound, that is th sound, as in think. One more example of the same, two letters together, one phoneme. For example, if we have this combination, ch, the sound is k, as in chemistry. Chemistry, the first two letters are C and H, but the sound is k. Let us take one more example about changing the first letter of a word. Let us say here, as in hat and bat. Now, h, t, these are phonemes. Now, if I replace the sound h with b, definitely the meaning will be changed from hat into bat. So, just to remind you about the definition of phonemes, we can define the term phonemes as meaningful sounds. If we replace one sound instead, or if we use one sound instead of the other in a word, the meaning also will be changed. Now, we have phones and allophones. Now, phones are different versions of sound type produced in actual speech. They are phonetic units and appear in square brackets. This is square brackets, as in this phone, t. When we have a set of phones, all of which are versions of one phoneme, we add the prefix allo, means all sounds. Allophones means all sounds. We have one set of one version, a version of one phoneme, one sound. Now, we add the prefix allo, one of a closely related set, and refer to them as allophones. We have one set, all as one sound of that phonemes. For example, t sound in the word like tar, tar, is normally produced with a strong puff of air. We say t, tar, t. This sound t has a strong puff of air, then is present in the same sound t in a word like star, star. So this t sound and this t sound both are called as allophones, but they are different versions. Why? Because in the first tar, you can feel that there is a strong puff of the air, t. But when we say star, here we do not have a strong puff. This puffing is called as aspiration. Aspiration means the puffing of the air of any sound of the same allophones, of the same category, of the same version. So, phones means sounds, and they are usually used in square brackets, and they are of one closely related set. We add allo, the prefix allo, to show that they have one version. They all belong to the same group. But the difference here is one sound could have a strong puff of the air, aspiration, while the other one, the same sound might have less aspiration, less puff of the air. Next is minimal pairs and sets. When two words such as pat and bat, we have two words here. We have bat and we have here pat and bat. These two are identical. Now, they are both identical in form except for a contrast in one phoneme. This is a phoneme and here another phoneme. Let it be more clear here for you. We have pat and bat. They are both the same. They are very much identical in form except for a contrast in one phoneme occurring in the same position. The two words are described as a minimal pair. One more example. We have sight and side. Now, we have t and d. These two sounds are different, but they both occur in the same position. So when I say pat and bat, pat and bat. Now, this one and this one both are the same except only one phoneme, from pat into bat, from sight into side, from pit into pat. So we have one more example. Night, the first letter, night, and we have right, night, right, might, fight. Now the first pair is night and might. Now M and M, this is the only difference here between these two words. It's only one phoneme, a contrast in one phoneme, night and might. One more example, right and night. Or we can also say might and fight. Here, might and fight. We have height and might. So if words are identical except only one phoneme, if there is a contrast in only one phoneme, so this pair is called as minimal pair. Let us see some more examples here. Now, one minimal pair based on the vowel phonemes. Now, this is the first set, and here it is based on the vowel phonemes. The difference here is only in vowels. For example, we have heat, hit, heat, hit, hat, hot, hat, hot. Or we have hot, we have hate. The other one and another minimal set based on consonant phonemes. Like for example, let me just erase this. Like for example, big and pig. We have big and here we have pig. Rig, fig, dig, wig. So all these words are identical except only one contrast, like b, p, r, f, d, w. If you just replace these words, the pronunciation of egg, 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 the pronunciation of all these words are the same, but the difference here is only one phoneme, big and pig, b, p. And here we have rig and fig, dig and wig. So, minimal pairs when we have two words And these two words are identical in form except a contrast in only one phoneme. And we have two sets here. The first set is vowel phonemes. The difference is in vowels, long vowels, short vowels, or hat, hot, hut, hate. And the other set is also called as consonant phonemes, like big, pig, rig, fig, dig, and wig. Let us move to the second slide, which talks about syllables. A syllable must contain a vowel. There must be a vowel or vowel-like sound, including diphthongs. The most common type of syllable in language also has a consonant, and we may use this letter, big C, which refers to consonant, before the vowel, capital V for vowel. So the most common type of syllable in language, that is consonant before a vowel, and is typically presented as a consonant before a vowel. There is a consonant, capital C, which refers to consonant, before the capital V, which refers also to the vowel. Now the basic elements of the syllabus are the onset. We will come to the diagram which shows what is onset. That is one or more consonants, followed by the rhyme. For example, here I have this diagram. This is the syllable. The first part of a word, which is called as onset. As it is here, back, we have the basic elements of the syllables of the syllabus are the onset. The onset is one or more consonants, and as you see here, we have consonant or consonants. Could be one or more than a consonant. And the rhyme sometimes also can be written R-I-M. Rhyme consists of a vowel which is treated as nucleus. Here we have rhyme, which consists of nucleus, and also plus any following consonants described as the coda. Now, see here, this diagram shows the syllable. One syllable should contain onset, the beginning, the first part, and this part. In this part, we may have consonant, a consonant or consonants. The second part, which is called as rhyme. In rhyme, we have two parts, nucleus, which includes a vowel, or coda, that could also include a consonant or consonants. Let me just delete here. I'm erasing. And this circle also. Now, let us take some more examples. Now, syllables are, or syllables like, for example, me, or to, or for example, no. Now, this M, we can give the consonant capital C, and for E, that is a vowel. So this is the, as here we have onset. Now, to, again, capital C and V. It's one syllable, me. To, no, again, C and V. One word, the second and the third. So, me is only one syllable. To is another syllable. And no is again one more syllable. So we have one syllable word, like me, to, or no. Now here in the following words, they have an onset and a nucleus. What is a nucleus? We said nucleus is only a vowel. So there is an onset and nucleus. Now this syllable is known as open syllable because it ends, this word ends with a vowel. If a word ends with a vowel and it has no, let me say, another syllable, a consonant, so we can say that this is an open syllable. So if we have consonant, vowel, it's only one syllable word, and also we can give the description that, or it is known as open syllable word. But when a coda is present, if we have coda here, if we have coda, now what will happen if we have coda? So like, for example, as in the syllables, like up, up, at, hat, they are also called as closed syllables. Why? Because the last part is consonant, consonant, and consonant. So that's why, so the last part is closed. So we can say that this is one syllable word, up, cup, one syllable word, at, one syllable word, hat, also one syllable word. But they are also known as, or they are also called as, closed syllable. Now the basic structure of the kind of syllable found in English words. For example, we have the word as green. We have g-r-n. So consonant, consonant, vowel, and consonant. So the basic structure here, we can write here capital. As you see, capital C, capital C, capital V, and also capital C for consonant. Green, one syllable. It is a closed syllable. It is a closed word. Now, eggs. E as the beginning is a vowel, and we have g, z, g, z. We have two consonants. And here again, this word also is a closed syllable word. Number 3, the word and. Capital V for a, and capital C for n and d. Again, this is closed. I, it's only one vowel, open. Do, d, one syllable. It is an open syllable. N, t, not. We have consonant for not, and for the vowel, and the last one is t. The last one is t, as you see here, that is the consonant. So this is also a closed syllable. One more example, as in like. Like begins with a consonant, then a vowel, and finally a consonant. Again, this is a closed syllable word. Then, one more example, consonant, vowel, consonant. So if you are asked to write the structure of the syllable of any word, you have to write in this way. Sam as a noun, s is a consonant, a is vowel, and m or ma as a consonant. Again, this is a closed consonant. And finally here we have am. This is again a closed consonant, one syllable word, a closed closed syllable. Now, consonant clusters. Now here, both the onset and the coda can consist of more than a consonant, also known as a consonant cluster. Now the combination between two sounds, as in s, t. We have s and t. This is a combination of two sounds. Now this combination is called as a consonant cluster. If you have a combination of two sounds, for example, as in s, t, s and t. Now this combination is described as a consonant cluster, and both are consonant. S is a consonant and t is a consonant. We're using only consonants and no vowels. That's why this combination is called as consonant cluster, a consonant cluster. Now here, the combination st is a consonant cluster. We use k, k, or c, c, used as onset. So this part is used as onset. In the word like, for example, we can use here the onset here. It is more than a consonant. Either a consonant, one consonant, or two consonants. Here we have a word like stop. This part is called as onset part, and this part also is known as a consonant cluster, because it consists of two consonants, s and t, and as coda in the word post. So the first part, the same st, the first set, can be used as onset, as the beginning of any word. A combination of two consonants, which is called as a consonant cluster. This part also can be used as a coda. Onset as the first part, and as a coda in the last part of post. Post. So again, in coda, we may have also more than a consonant. Could be one or two consonants. Now, some more examples, like black. This is the onset, a combination of two consonants, and this combination is called as a consonant cluster. It is a combination of black, black, one sound, k. So this is the basic structure of the word black. One more example is bread. We have b and r, a combination of two consonants, and this combination is called as a consonant cluster. Two different consonants as onset, a part of a syllable. Bread, bread. One more example, that is t, trek. T and r, again, is a consonant cluster. And the last example is flat. So we have f and l. Again, f alone is a consonant, and l alone is a consonant. This combination, if we put these two sounds, these two consonants together, the result is a consonant cluster, a combination of two different sounds, which is called as a consonant cluster. Now, here we have something called as assimilation. Now, when two sound segments occur in sequence and some aspect of one segment is taken or replaced or copied by the other, this process is known as assimilation. Now, pay attention to the following examples and the definition will be easy. Now, a word like have. If we pronounce have, not in spoken English, not in everyday speech, we say have. V. We say have for v. But in everyday speech, when we speak, we say I have to go. We do not say I have to go. In everyday English, we say I have to go. I have. So this the can be replaced by the sound f. I have to go. We never say I have to go. In everyday English, we use I have to go. And instead of have, we replace this sound v into f. This shift is called as assimilation. One more example. We say good girl. Good girl. Now, in everyday English, we never say good girl. We say good girl. She's a good girl. Now, here, what we actually do is we shift d into g. So it becomes as good girl. We never say good girl. In everyday English, we use she's a good girl. Again, the same example for good boy. He's a good boy. We never say he's a good boy. So we use assimilation. We copy this sound into this sound. So instead of saying da, in fact, we pronounce it as ba. So it becomes as, in everyday English, we say good boy, good girl, I have to. We never say I have to. So this kind of shifting a part or using a sound instead of another sound, so this process is called as assimilation. And the last one is elision, the process of not pronouncing a sound segment that might be present in the deliberately careful pronunciation of a word in isolation is described as elision. For example, now, here we have you and me. You and me. But in fact, this sound d, the sound d is not pronounced. We do not pronounce d clearly. So we say you and me. This process is called as elision. You and me. So we do not say you and me. In everyday English, we use you and me. So if we do not pronounce the, it means that we simply do not, if we do not pronounce the, so we are using elision. One more example. Friendship. Friendship. So friendship. So you can hear there is no D. D is not clear. In fact, it is not pronounced here. I'm not saying friendship. I'm saying friendship. And the last example here is he must be. He must be. I'm not saying he must. He must be. I'm saying he must be. He must be. So I'm not pronouncing the T sound. So the process of not pronouncing a sound segment that might be present in a word in isolation, this process is described as elision. Now this will be the last part here, and I would like you to do some exercises in the book. If you just open your books, all of you, page 49, you have some study questions. It will be better if you can do some of these exercises. I have selected 3 exercises for you. Exercise 2, 3, and 6 in page 49. They will help you a lot to understand the definition, and they will also help you to digest and understand the subject. So this is for today. Hope to meet you in another lecture, the 4th lecture next time. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. راح الو 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 يا حبيبي. الو اهلين. شو يلا نخلص اصلا. يلا باي بسرعة عشان ارجع مرة ثانية. يلا باي.